Hello, I'm Eric Hutchinson. I'm the principal broker and owner of Hutchinson Realty. Welcome to video 23 of the Negotiating Your Next Home video series. We are finishing up part 4 of a 4-part mini series on negotiating with new construction, looking at the new construction contract. We've covered a lot of ground. There are 12 pages to the resale home residential contract, but there are 14 pages to a new construction contract, and there's a lot of differences, and we've gone over those differences. But today we're going to wrap things up with page 8, and then we're going to go to page 14 and talk about that. I want to talk a little bit about seller's disclosure. Now, we talked about that on the resale home contract, but I want to talk about that with a builder. Does a buyer need a seller's disclosure from a builder? I mean, the home is brand new. What is there to disclose? We're going to talk about that, and we're also going to talk about a federal requirement from a builder to disclose something on page 14. And you're not supposed to sign it until the builder has filled it out. So those are the two big topics that we're going to be talking about. They're kind of interesting, different than the resale home contract. So I hope that you enjoy this information. Let's get into it, shall we? So we're going to go to page 8. Last time on number 22, we talked about the buyer's interference. Well, on number 23, we're going to talk about the seller's disclosure. And this is pretty much the same as in the resale home contract. On the resale home contract, we've got several options, but on the new construction contract, we've added an option. If you look at item number C, it talks about buyers aware that the new construction may not be complete. And if it's not complete, a new seller's disclosure will be filled out by the builder once it is complete. And that's really important because obviously if the house is not built, then there's nothing to disclose. Now you say, Eric, well, it's new construction. What could possibly need to be disclosed with a new construction house? Well, that house wasn't always there, and there may be something with the land that needs to be disclosed, maybe something underneath the land that needs to be disclosed, or maybe something has happened in the construction process that the builder knows that you don't know as the buyer, and he should disclose that. For instance, possibly he's building a house on a cemetery. Now, I hope that's not the case, but it has been done before. And I would want to know that, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you want to know if your house was on top of buried people? I think so, and I think a lot of people would like to know that. That would be put on the seller's disclosure. Also, if there had been a crime that happened during the construction of the house, especially a violent crime, that's something that a lot of buyers would want to know. These are things that the builder might know, but that the buyer would not know because he was not there when the house was being constructed. So there is an argument to say that a builder should disclose anything that's gone on during the building process. Now, most of the time, builders don't have anything to disclose like I just described, but if they did, you would want to know. So I always request a seller's disclosure from a builder, even though sometimes it seems a little bit ridiculous. You just never know. Now we're going to skip 6 pages and go over to page 14 on the new construction contract. Now this page looks a little bit different, and I want you to know that I've cut off the signature pages below me, and we are just going to look at the main portion of this page. Now this page does not need to be signed by the buyer until the builder has filled it out. So actually, when you make an offer to a builder, you will sign on page 13, and then you will give the contract to the builder, including page 14, and the builder is supposed to fill out page 14, give it back to you, and then if everything is acceptable, then you would sign page 14. This is a Federal Trade Commission requirement from the builder. Back in 2005, the Federal Trade Commission required builders to disclose the insulation that's going into the house. Do you know the insulation, the kind of insulation that's in your house? Do you know the R value or the thickness of the insulation in your house? If you are buying a new construction home, it is a federal law that the builder disclose the kind of insulation and the thickness. Is it cellulose insulation, or is it insulation that is installed in the walls, like laid into the walls, like one piece? There's different kinds of insulation. And so the builder is supposed to disclose that, disclose how thick it is and what the R value is. So those are really important things that the builder needs to disclose to the buyer. So don't sign page 14 until the builder has filled it out. It's a very basic page, and it's actually a page that could happen on a resale home. You say, Eric, how could that be if it's not new? Well, if a builder built his own house and then lived in it for 20 years and then sold it, the FTC says the builder still has to disclose the insulation to the buyer after the builder. So it's really kind of an interesting law that we have this on our new construction contract. Well, that wraps up the 14 pages on the new construction contract. I hope you'll go back and watch the other 3 videos that go over the differences of the new construction contract versus the resale home contract. They're interesting and they're different. If you are negotiating with a builder, which right now there's a lot of new constructions, homes coming on the market, and that's happening a lot. So you might want to go back and watch the previous 3 videos. Thanks again for watching my video. I hope it was informative for you. New construction is very prevalent right now in Northwest Arkansas, and it's highly likely that if you are buying a home, it could be a new home, and you would want to know how to negotiate with that builder. You can always reach out to me at info@hutchrealty.com, or you can go to our website at hutchrealty.com, where you can view every listing in Northwest Arkansas, including all new construction that's available for sale. I hope to hear from you, and I hope you'll tune in to our next video when we talk about a brand new topic. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.